I'm here with Candie Cooper, author and metalsmith. Welcome, Candie.
Thanks, Katie.
Yes, I love this necklace you made. It's so pretty.
I love it too, and I especially love the colors in this one.
Yeah, and we're talking about colors, and you did something special here with these frames.
I did. I'm actually using letter punches to stamp out words.
Perfect, and it goes right with your theme, the butterflies and fly.
Yes.
Looking good.
We like inspiration around here, right?
Definitely.
So these frames come in all different shapes and sizes, and you know, traditionally we've used them for
resin.
Right, but we're actually going to change things up a little bit and use these little letter stamps to spell out our words. So I'm going to twirl this around because I can't do it upside down. But if you look at these stamps, you're going to look for the actual letter. You want to practice first. But have the letter facing towards you.
Would you just practice on a piece of copper or something?
I would practice on clay, actually. I would probably roll out a little bit of clay and then and practice that, then copper, and then this. But I'm all the way to the edge, and you're just going to strike down one time. And you can kind of feel if it went in cleanly, and you can kind of tilt the stamp a little bit as long as you don't move it.
Yeah, now you wouldn't want to use your jewelry making hammer for this. You have a special brass hammer.
Yes, I mean, brass is super hard and heavy, and so I'm using it. And because you would damage the end of your chasing hammer or something like this. Okay, and then we got the Y. And now we're ready to put we have our word. And so we're going to put a little bit of a patina using Gilder's paste.
Okay.
So to open these up, you're just going to press on the can. I've already got them ready. You want to keep them closed when you're not using them because
it'll dry out.
Right. So I'm just going to use the end of my brush here and drop some in.
Is that just water?
No, it's actually something called terpenoid. This is a natural, like turpentine. It's odorless. These have enough odor, the actual paste has enough odor, so you want to work around like a vented, you know, fan or ventilation or whatever. So I've just got a little bit of drop. You can also put this in a mister bottle and actually wet it that way slowly.
So you can either brush it or mist it on.
Right, and I'm just mixing this up. You can keep it nice and thick. Sometimes I keep an extra container around.
So can you mix it with water?
No.
No, you need the terpenoid or turpentine.
Because it's an oil-based, the paste is oil-based, so if you put it with water, it wouldn't oil and water, like the saying goes. So this is kind of, you can mix it really thin, like watercolor, or you can mix it thick. I'm using thick, and you can see this is one I've already done with like some browns and greens, but this is what I started with, and this is after the paste.
Oh, wow.
But let's make your name kind of reddish color. So we're just going to dab that in, and you can kind of leave it set up for a second, and then you're going to wipe it away.
So a little bit of paper towel?
A little bit of paper towel. And then if you've ever taken, you know, like if you've ever done oil painting or whatever, you know that because this is oil-based, it takes a minute for it to dry, right?
So you have a little bit of working time.
Yeah, so you 24 hours for it to dry. And you can leave it just like that. Or you can put it in a dehydrator for 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
And that'll set it too. So once we get our charms finished up, we'll come over here and we'll make this fabulous bracelet.
Now let me ask you, is that completely sealed? Does it need to be sealed, or the Gilder's paste act as a sealer?
You can leave it like that, and that'll give it a nice matte finish, or you can seal it with like a acrylic decoupage medium.
Right. Something
Something like that in gloss or matte.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks good.
Thanks. But yeah, definitely you can layer them and mix your colors like you saw. So
looks good, and you could use any font you want.
Mm-hmm. Now, you made a special request to show how I do this braided, or this ribbon chain.
Well, it's so popular, and I think people don't know that there is a little special technique.
There is. So I've just started with some really thin hand-dyed ribbon. You can use it singly, or I doubled this up. And the first thing I did is knotted an end to the chain. And then I threaded the end with the tapestry needle, and then you just weave it in and out. It's so easy. You don't have to worry about what direction you're going. It doesn't matter. Then when you get to the end, you're going to just loop it through, and then put the needle right through the loop.
And just make your knot?
Yeah, and pull it snug.
Okay.
Okay, so you
that ribbon is really pretty too.
I love it doubled up, and I leave it kind of fluffy. You don't want to...
Gives it more texture.
Yeah. The other thing I do is I use this precision glue tip, and I drop it into the knot, and I squeeze a little bit, and then pull it out.
Okay. You could use the same kind of glue if you didn't want the knotted ends. You could fold it back through the last link and glue it down too.
Yes, you could. Or you could wire it or, whatever.
Lots of ways to connect it.
Yeah. And then I've already attached this butterfly clasp to the end of the chain.
I love how you brought the theme right even into the clasp. You have your butterfly charms,
yeah.
butterfly clasp.
Yeah, and I've got it ready right here. I've been fiddling with this one for a little bit. But the next thing you're going to do is, string all of your head pins. And I started with this bead as my inspiration, actually.
It's so pretty.
I love it. And, crystal looks good with anything.
Definitely. I love mixing it with natural stones.
I do
and
too.
The way you always blend the metallic colors together looks so good.
Thank you. When I make charm bracelets, I always use wrapped loops on my charms because it makes them extra secure.
Yeah, you don't want your dangles falling off.
Sure don't. Okay, and then I use super heavy jump rings to attach each of the dangles. And I've actually already got this one in place, but the other thing I wanted to show you is how you can use a double layer. Hang one charm. Let's put this one on first. And then attach this one so that you have that layered effect.
You and your layering.
I love it. And if you look at the finished one right in the center, I've actually put the Gilder's paste right on that.
Oh yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, I've added some color in there too.
Looks good.
And so
Love this color palette.
the only thing we need to do is add the other loop toggle end to the end of the chain.
Perfect. And you'll just use a jump ring.
And I'm just using a jump ring. And then when you can wear these as two bracelets or put them together for a necklace.
I love it. Thank you so much.